pain or discomfort as in joint pain. If you're sitting, trying to find that lifted position, so see if I can create space through the abdomen to allow the diaphragm to descend and create a better, more relaxed breath. If I'm lying down, using the mat to help me guide the position of the spine, so I'm just allowing the body to relax onto the floor, straight legs or bent knees, whichever suits, whichever works better. Encouraging the arms to open, the palm of the hands to turn face up and towards the ceiling. And then doing the usual scan of the body, just noticing how you feel, noticing the position of the body. Am I leaning? Is the pressure under my seat bones? Is the pressure under my hips, under my shoulders? If I'm lying down, the same? Is it different? Is there any niggle anywhere? Is there any discomfort, any tension, any stiffness anywhere? I'm not changing anything, just noticing how the body feels, where the body is at the moment. And then focusing on the breath to see if I can start getting into that nice relaxed belly breath. Feeling the belly expanding on the inhalation and relaxing on the exhalation. So softening across the front of the chest, relaxing the front of the neck in front of the throat, relaxing the jaw, ensure that I'm not tensing, I'm not grinding the teeth, I'm not clenching the teeth. And then as I feel a little bit more settled, the body feels that a little bit calmer, I'm just going to focus on the neck. I'm going to start turning the head from one side to the other. So nice easy rotation, just testing the movement. How far can I go to the right? How far can I go to the left? Is my shoulder moving? So am I pulling the shoulder back? Or can I keep the shoulder still and just turning to look behind the right, turning to look behind the left shoulder? So nice easy rotation side to side. As now the movement feels a little bit easier, I'm going to try and see if I can encourage a little bit more. Bring the head back to the center. I'm going to reach the right arm to the front, and then I'm going to stick my thumb out. And then I'm just going to focus on the, on the tip of the thumb or the nail, whichever it's easier. I'm going to relax the shoulder without moving the head. I'm going to start opening the arm out to the right. And then with the eyes, I'm going to follow the thumb as it moves to the side. As far as I can clearly see, making sure that it doesn't blur. Then I'm going to bring the arm back to the middle. I'm going to reset, and then I'm going to try again. So without moving the head, I'm going to keep the head still, and then I'm just going to move the eyes. So I'm just going to follow the thumb, come back to the center. So it makes you feel a little bit cross-eyed. It makes you feel a little bit wonky, but it shouldn't be painful, it shouldn't be uncomfortable. So head is still, the arm moves to the right. I'm going to follow with the eyes, come back to the middle. Again, keeping the head still, I'm going to follow to the right, come back to the middle. I'm going to try 2 more times. So head still, I'm going to follow the thumb as it moves to the right, bring it back to the center, and then last time. I'm going to keep the head still, and then follow the thumb, just moving the eyes back to the center, and then releasing down. Relaxing the shoulders and releasing the body. I'm going to retest my rotation to the left, to the right now. So keeping the shoulders nice and still, I'm going to turn to look over the right shoulder. Come back to the center, I'm going to turn to look over the left. So see if you can notice any difference. You should be able to go just a little bit further as you're turning to the right. So I'm going to bring the head back to the middle, and then I'm going to see if I can release the left. So I'm going to stick the left arm out, the thumb out. And then keeping the head still again, as if somebody was holding my head. I can only move my eyes. So I'm just going to follow the thumb as it moves to the left. Come back to the center. Follow the thumb as it moves to the left. Come back to the center. Follow the thumb as it moves to the left. Try to keep the head nice and still, so I'm not turning the head. I'm just turning the eyes. 2 more. And then back to the center. Last one. Back to the center and releasing down. Relaxing the shoulders, and then I'm going to retest the movement on the neck. So I'm going to turn the head to look over the left shoulder. Again, hopefully the movement will feel easier. I might be able to go further. Come back, turn it the other way. Come back, turn it the other way. Come back, turn it the other way. Returning the head back to the middle. So I've got a little bit more freedom in rotation. I'm going to see if I can get a little bit more in lateral flexion. So keeping the shoulders still, I'm going to drop the right heel down to the right shoulder. So I'm going to flex to the side. Come back to the center, and then left heel to the left shoulder. I'm going to flex to the left. Back to the center, right heel to the right shoulder. And then left heel to the left. So see if I can feel that gentle stretch coming down the side of the neck. There shouldn't be pain, there shouldn't be any referred pain down the arms or tingling into the fingers. Notice the movement, especially if you're seated up, checking that your chin is not dropping to the chest. So see if I can keep a nice lifted chin. It's just moving sideways and then coming back to center. And then sideways and then back to center again. 4, 3, 2, 1, and release it back. So I feel I've got a good movement or reasonable movement. I'm going to try, same as I did for the rotation, encourage a little bit more. So this time I'm just going to do a little resisted pressure. So I'm going to bring the right heel down to the right shoulder. And then with the left hand, I'm just going to try, as if I was trying to push the head closer to the shoulder, but with the head I'm going to resist the pressure. So I'm going to push with the hand, resist with the head. I'm going to hold that tension. 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. I'm going to ease the pressure. Keep the right heel to the right shoulder. I'm going to do the opposite. So I'm going to put my right hand to the side of the head. With the hand, I'm going to push the head up, so straighten up the head. With the head, I'm going to resist. So I'm going to pull down with the head, push up with the hand. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. And release. Returning the head back to the center. I'm going to do the same thing, but going the other way. So left ear goes down to the left shoulder. And then with the right hand, I'm going to apply a gentle pressure, resisting the pressure with the head. So with the head, I'm going to try and lift. With the hand, I'm going to push down. 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Ease the pressure. And then reverse. So with the left hand, I'm going to reach to the side of the head. With the hand, I'm going to try and push the head up. With the head, I'm going to resist down. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, and release it back. Returning the head back to the middle, and then I'm going to retest my lateral flexion. So I'm going to go right here to the right shoulder. That feels better for me. Left here to the left shoulder. It's still a bit stiff, but better. So hopefully there has been a little bit of improvement in the movement for the neck. I'm going to return the head back to the center. And then I'm going to finish off with a little flexion extension. So I'm going to start tucking the chin towards the throat to see if you can make your cervical spine, the curve at the back of the neck, flat. So I'm going to push the chin into the back of the throat, into the back wall, into the floor, and then I'm going to lift the chin up and away. I'm going to try and move forward, look up, lengthening the front of the throat. Then I'm going to bring it in, tuck it in, and then lift it up. And then tuck it in again. So if you're lying down, easy, the head stays on the floor. Imagine to be flattening the all of the back of the neck against the mat. And then I'm going to keep the head on the floor as I try to look up, as I try to look behind. If I'm seated, see if you can imagine your head to be resting against the wall behind you. I'm trying to push the chin into the front of the throat and the back of the neck into that wall behind me. And then I'm going to release and then lift and reverse. 3, 2, last time. And release, releasing the shoulders, relaxing the neck. So there's a little bit more movement into the cervical spine. I'm going to try and focus on the thoracic. I'm going to, if I'm seated, I'm going to cross the arms onto the chest. If I'm standing, if I'm lying down, I'm going to reach the arms in front. And then dropping the shoulders down, I'm going to start rotating gently from side to side. See if you can encourage movement from the head as well. So same as you did before, I'm going to turn the head to look behind the shoulder, and then I'm just going to turn the shoulders as well this time. Then turn the head to look behind the other shoulder, and then turn the shoulder around this time again. So notice the movement to see if I can be aware of the movement happening at the back of the ribcage. So thoracic spine rotating from side to side. And then same as I did for the neck. Notice if one side feels a little bit easier or a little bit more restricted than the other. Four, 3, 2, last one, and releasing back. So the back feels a little bit freer to move. I'm going to see if I can encourage a little bit of a deeper movement. So I'm going to change the position of the arms slightly. No matter if I'm seated or lying down, I'm going to reach the arms forward. I'm going to bring the palm of the hands together and lock on the last 3 fingers, reach the index across the thumbs. So imagine to be holding a gun, be shooting. So I'm going to drop the shoulders and then lock the arms nice and straight. Now keeping the arms straight to see how far you can rotate to the right. So just making sure that my right elbow doesn't bend. I'm going to come back to center and then see how far I can go to the left. Making sure that my left arm stays straight. Back to the center, to the right, back to the center, and to the left. So I've got the movement. Now see if I can go that little bit deeper. So I'm going to rotate to the right, keep the arms nice and straight. Now turn the head to look around the right shoulder, and then see if you can rotate a little bit more. Then come back to center, rotate to the left as far as you can. Now turn the head to look around the left shoulder, and then see if you can rotate a little bit more. Coming back to center, one more time on each side. I'm going to rotate to the right as far as I can. Straight arms. I'm going to turn the head to look behind the right shoulder, and then see if I can turn more. Back to center. Rotating to the left, turn the head to look behind that left shoulder, and then see if you can go a little bit more. And release. Relaxing the shoulders, releasing the arms. It's a little bit more movement into the upper back. I'm going to change the direction of the movement. I'm going to go into a little lateral flexion. So keeping the arms long down the side. I'm going to start reaching with the right arm down the right side. Coming back to center, and then with the left to the left. If you're lying down, you might want to use the other hand to support the head, so the neck is not spraying, the weight of the head is not loading the neck in a bad way. And then these arms, see if I can notice the difference in movement. So I can feel the rib cage, I can feel the ribs dropping down towards the hip. So on one side is shortening, on the other side is lengthening. See if you can focus on the side that is lengthening away. Imagine to be pulling the ribs away from each other. So opening up the side of the rib cage, stretching down the side of the waist. And then I'm going to close, and then moving in the direction, opening the other side. 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, last one, and releasing back, releasing the shoulders, releasing the back. It's a little bit more movement at the top. I'm going to finish off the same as I did for the neck with a little flexion extension. So if I'm sitting, I'm trying to push the chest to the front of the room and then up the wall. So I'm going to try and extend. And then I'm going to flex, I'm going to push the breastbone into the back of the rib cage into the back wall. I'm going to hunch forward, flex, and then open up, lift, extend again. So see if I can try and get the movement at the top of the spine. If I'm laying down, I'm going to do the same thing. Sending the chest up to the ceiling, see if I can think of the rib cage lifting off the ground. And then as I flex, I'm going to support the head. As I try to curl my head and my shoulders off the mat. Then I'm going to release, I'm going to extend. And then again, I'm going to flex. 4. 5. 6. 7. 'Last one. And releasing back, relaxing the shoulders, releasing the back. More movement at the top. I'm going to focus on the longer spine, focus on the lower back. First thing, I'm going to get into flexion extension. So I'm going to go into a little pelvic tilt. To do it in the pelvis back, I'm going to press the lower back into the mat, curling the tailbone away, and then forward back into neutral. So I'm going to tilt, forward and back, forward and back. So these times, see if I can focus the movement further down into the spine. So if I'm seated, as I don't have anything behind me to guide me, see if you can feel the lower back. Can I try and round the lower back first? And then can I try and lift and extend? Can I try and round it? And then lift and extend it. So as if I was trying to slouch and then pick myself up as tall as I can over the seat bones. And then again, slouch, and then make myself as tall as I can over the seat bones again. 5. 4. 3. 2. Last one. And releasing, adjusting the hips, so relaxing the back, and then from flexion extension, I'm going to go into a little hip hitch. So working in reverse to what I did with the upper body, I'm going to try and hitch the right hip towards the right side of the ribcage. So if I'm seated, I'm going to try and pull my right seat bit off the chair, and then I'm going to go back. Then the left seat bit off the chair, and then back. So we're going to hitch the right, come down, hitch the left, and come down. So little tension into the side of the belly. So if I can encourage that lateral movement from the hips to from the pelvis. If I'm laying down, again, I'm going to use the mat to guide me. Keeping the back of the pelvis on the floor. I'm just going to try and pull up on the right side. Heads in the right side of the waist. Pull up on the left, it turns in the left side. So one and the other. One and the other side. 6. 5. 4. 3. 2. Last time. And release it back. Returning the hips back to center. Adjusting the hips, releasing the back. So small movement through the spine. I'm going to start moving. I'm going to start branching out. Going into the arms first. I'm going to go for a nice, easy front raise. So raising the right arm up in front. I'm going to take it as far out, as far back as it feels comfortable for the shoulder. Then returning the arm, and then with the left, I'm going to do the same. Coming back, and then with the right, I'm going to try again. So see if I can create movement into the shoulder joint. So if I'm lying down, it's a little bit easier, as I'm not working against gravity. If I'm seated up, it's a little bit harder, as I'm lifting the arm against the gravity, so the arm feels heavier. Just make sure that as the arm is coming up, the neck is not tensing. So I'm not using my neck, I'm not using my face to lift the arm, I'm trying to use the shoulder. So it could be a little lift, it could be a big lift, it doesn't matter, whatever it is, making sure that I'm not causing pain in the shoulder, I'm not straining the shoulder or straining the neck. 6. 5. 4. 3. 2. 1. And release it down. Relaxing the arms, giving the shoulders a little bit of a roll if you need to do so. And then I'm going to do the same thing with the legs. So I'm going to repeat on the same side. So if the leg is a little bit temperamental and it doesn't want to move, I can use the band to encourage that movement to begin with. So if I need a little help, I'm going to put the band behind the right thigh. Or if I'm seated, I can just grab hold of the leg as I'm quite close to it. And then from there, I'm going to start going into a little knee lift. So what I want is for the right foot to gradually pull away from the ground, the hip to flex and the leg to lift. And then I'm just going to ease down. So I'm going to lift it, and then I'm going to pop it back. So imagine to be taking a step. So I'm just going to try and take the leg up into the step and down, up into the step and down. And then as I keep the movement going, see if you can notice that tension at the front of the hip. See if I can focus my intention on that area. So see if I can really picture the hip joint closing, so the thigh bone lifting up, the hip joint closing into flexion, and then opening as I return the leg back down. So deep into the hip, a little tension into the belly to help me stabilize that lift, so that the back is not under pressure, under strain. 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. And releasing down, relaxing the leg, relaxing the hip. I'm going to do the same thing to the other side. So switching the band around with the left leg if you need to do so. Using the hands if you prefer. And then I'm going to start lifting the left foot off the ground. And then I'm just going to pop it back down. So I'm going to lift it and lower it back. And then as you keep the lift, as you keep the movement going, same as you did on the other side, see if you can picture the hip joint closing, so the thigh bone moving towards your belly, towards your chest, and then down again. It could be a little lift, a big lift, it doesn't matter. It's just a direction. So the leg, the thigh is moving towards the hips, towards the front of the body, and then away again. 6. 5. 4. 3. 2. Last one. And releasing, relaxing the leg, releasing the hip. So there's a little bit more movement into the hip joint. I'm going to work arm and leg together. So first thing, I'm going to try and puppet the legs. So I'm going to try and raise the right arm and lift the right leg. Raise the left arm and lift the left leg. So I'm going to try and right arm, right leg, see if I can pull them up together, and then down. Left arm, left leg, see if I can pull them up together, and then down. So right arm, right leg, pull them up, and then place them down. Left arm, left leg, pull them up, and then lift them down. So imagine this imaginary string, this invisible string that I'm pulling. As I pull the string, the leg goes up. As I release it, it comes back down again. 3, 2, 1, and release, relaxing the leg, releasing the hips. I'm going to try one more time, but this time I'm going to change the string, I'm going to change that invisible connection. See if you can this time, imagine the string going from your right hand to your left leg, and then from your left hand to your right. So I want my right arm and my left leg to lift together, and then come down, and then my left arm and my right leg to lift together, and then come down. So opposite sides are moving together, noticing if the movement feels maybe easier, or it feels impossible, the other way was easier. Just see if I can picture again that spring. I pull the string, the leg comes up. I release the string, the leg goes down. I pull the string, the leg goes up. I release the string, the leg comes down. 4, 3, 2, last one. And release it down. Relaxing the hips, so releasing the shoulder, relaxing the legs. And then I'm just going to do a little bit of compensation in reverse. So what I want is for the back of the leg and the back of the hips to activate. So I'm just going to get into a little bridge or into a little push-up. So pushing down through the soles of the feet. If I'm seated, I'm going to lean forward and then see if I can lift my hips or bum off the chair. And then I'm just going to sit back down again. If I'm lying down, pushing down to the soles of the feet and then lifting the hips, lifting the lower back if I can, lifting the back of the rib cage, going up into bridge. And then I'm just going to release my way back down again. So pushing up into bridge and then coming down. 4, 5. Play with the breath. Change the breath. Is there a breath that works better for me? So do I feel better when I lift and breathe out, or if I lift and breathe in? So see if I can find that breathing pattern that works for my body. 7. 8. Noticing if the legs are working together, or if one side is working more than the other. 9. 10. And releasing back, relaxing the legs, giving the legs a little shake, a little walk. If I'm laying down, I might want to have the knees into the chest and to stretch the lower back and the back of the hips. And then I'm going to change the direction of the movement. From hip flexion, hip extension, I'm going to go into abduction, abduction. So I'm going to bend the knees, walk the feet and the knees nice and close together. And then one leg at a time. I'm going to start opening the right leg out to the right. Pushing it out as far as I can. And then I'm going to squeeze it back in. See if I can get the knees to touch. Then I'm going to open the left leg out to the left as far as I can. And then back to the middle. And then squeezing the knees together. And then opening out to the right again. So same as usual. If the leg is a little bit temperamental, so I feel that, I don't seem to be able to find the connection, I'm just going to use my hands to help me. So I'm going to push the leg out using the hand, and then I'm going to try and guide it back in using the hand. Pushing the leg out, and then guiding it back in again. So see if I can get at least the movement and the direction going. And then if I feel that it's making a little bit more sense, now that my hand is helping the leg, it's making a little bit more sense for the brain, so I can feel the movement a little bit better, then I might try to use the hand less and less, and then focus on just moving the leg on its own. 4. 3. 2. Last one. and release, relaxing the legs and releasing the hips. Again, it's a slightly different movement, more movement into the hip joint. I'm going to try the same thing with the shoulder. So I'm going to reach the right arm out to the front, and then I'm going to open it to the right, as far to the right as I can. So if I'm seated, I've got space behind me, so I might push it back even. And then I'm going to return the arm, release it down. With the left, I'm going to do the same. So I'm going to lift, I'm going to open as much as I can, and then close and come back. See if you can notice the position of the shoulder. So play with the position of the arm. It doesn't matter if the arm doesn't stay at shoulder level and it drops a little slightly. But see if you can, make sure that as you open it to the side, it doesn't feel as if the shoulder is ending up closer to the head. So it doesn't feel awkward, it doesn't feel stiff, it feels loose. There might be a little tension across the front of the chest, but it doesn't feel strange or odd for the shoulder. It feels easy. It's the natural position of the shoulder. There is nothing wrong with that. 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. And releasing down, giving the shoulders a little bit of a roll. Releasing the shoulder, relaxing the arm. And then same as I did before, I'm going to combine the arms and the legs together. So again, imagine those invisible strings. I'm going to connect the right hand to the right leg, the left hand to the left leg. What I want is to pull my string out to the right and open the leg out to the right. And I'm going to come back to center. I'm going to pull the string out to the left, open the leg to the left. And then come back to center, right pulls right, and then back, left pulls left, and then back. And then same as before, I might find that the leg doesn't want to go there, or it feels really hard to move in that direction. I'm just going to encourage. So as I open to the right, with my left hand, I might just push the leg to the side to remind it where to go. And then I might just pull it back. And the same to the other side. I might push the leg slightly to the side, and I might pull it back to encourage that movement again. 4, 3, 2, last one. And relax, relaxing the arms, releasing the legs, and then I'm going to try one last time. But this time I'm going to change the string. So imagine instead of holding a string, you're holding a rubber band that attaches your right hand to your left knee. So I'm going to pull on the band, opening the right arm and the left knee, and then I'm just going to let the band recoil and then snap everything back to the middle. Then I'm going to open my left arm and the right leg away from each other, and then imagine the band snapping everything back to the center again. So I'm going to open opposite sides, and then let them recoil back to the middle, and then the other side, and then let it ping back to the middle. 5, open, and close. 4, and back. 3, 2, last one, and release it back. So relaxing the legs, giving the legs a little rub, a little shake, giving the shoulders a little bit of a roll, making sure that the neck doesn't feel stiff, doesn't feel tight. And then when you're ready, if you're lying down on the back, or rolling over onto your side, and in your own time, pushing yourself up into sitting. Finding your comfortable seated position. Trying to find the seat bones and then lifting yourself up nice and tall over the seat bones. So see if I can, same as I did at the beginning, create the space at the front of the belly. Using the arms by the side to support, leaning onto the wall, leaning onto the chair, onto the sofa if I need something to support from behind. And then see if I can try and open up the front of the body. So I'm going to push the rib cage forward, lifting the chest up, and then looking forward, looking up, looking back. See if I can create a nice stretch coming down the whole of the front of the body from your chin all the way to your pubic bone. Then I'm going to release and then tucking the chin towards the chest, rounding the shoulders, rounding the upper back, rounding the lower back if I feel comfortable going that far. I'm going to uncurl back in reverse again. Opening up the front of the body, pushing the chest forward, lifting it up, looking forward, looking up, looking back. And then releasing, coming forward again, tucking the chin, rounding the shoulders, rounding the upper back, rounding the lower back. Last time. Going all the way up. As much length through the front of the body as possible, raising the chest, lifting the chin, looking up, looking back, and release it back to the front. One hand to the belly, one hand to the back, take it back, give yourself a couple of breaths. Any question or anything as usual, please say. Remember, you need to unmute yourself.